This video will get started in a moment, but I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for your lovely comments and feedback and messages of support after my previous video in which life was all getting a bit too much for me. I'm very pleased to say that I'm a few days on now since recording that video to set the cruise control, and I feel a lot better, and I haven't edited a video for a few days. I'm not planning to do too much recording this week. I am trying to reclaim my own head, so yeah, feeling a lot better, so thank you very much. Mental health is a very serious issue, and I know this is a car channel and it should be about cars, but it's worth remembering that even people who seem to be having a really nice time, they might have a dream job, or you know, just a dream scenario, whatever, doesn't necessarily mean all is well up here. I'm fine. I had a wobble. I think I'm over that wobble, but I do recognise I need to rest. But many people are not, so yeah, look after your loved ones. They might seem spiky at times and hard to get near, but yeah, quite often a lot of people are facing their own battles and traumas over whatever. But yeah, there we go, that's just an update. This video is going to be out of sequence because I've just spent the day with Badgertronics looking after this very car. I think it's interesting. I think you deserve to see it, and I don't want to keep Badgertronics waiting, so here we go. Enjoy. Finally, it's happening. Betty is getting some love. We're giving her a service. We're going to do a fluid change on the transmission, and maybe even polish up a headlamp. And I say we because I'm here with Badgertronics, who is also of the internet. Has a channel that features many things, European cars, but you kind of do fuel injection, and you've got a Morris Minor, you've got a Holden. Yeah. So he does actual instructional stuff where he knows what he's doing, so it's the exact opposite of Hubnut in many ways. But yeah, we're going to go about giving Betty some love today, and I understand we've had someone pay for the service.
They've paid for all the filters, the fluids, and everything we need to give this car a good service. So.
Oh well, so yeah, thank you very much, Jamie, I believe your name is. So yeah, thank you, that's remarkably kind. So between us, we will do some coverage of what we're going to do today, and hopefully we'll come up with different stuff. Certainly mine won't be very knowledgeable. I'm just fascinated. I've never really understood the workings of an automatic gearbox. We've got to take the sump off to get at the filter. This is all new to me. We have a service manual, which seems fairly considerable, but hopefully we won't need most of it. And yeah, hopefully the end result will be a car that drives much, much better. So we'd better crack on. Already she's up on stands. We've got the protective guards on for the wings. So already this is looking about 600 times more professional than a usual Hubnut video. So yeah, we'll crack into it. Right, service has begun, and I think yeah, much needed. All those gravel roads take their toll, I guess. So much dust about, but certainly a new filter will be gratefully received by the engine. The oil is currently draining and is looking quite black, so that'll be good to do. You can see the colour of the oil on my finger, so yeah, definitely worth doing. Well, this is a handy bit of kit which tells you how healthy your battery is, and unfortunately my battery apparently isn't healthy. So yeah, it's rated at 600 cold cranking amps, measured 383, so that probably isn't going to survive another winter. I'm probably going to leave it for now, just because I like to live dangerously, but yeah, interesting to know. I've never seen a battery measured in such a way before. Now, I'm not going to cover the detail of this transmission fluid change, but the good news is Badgertronics is. So he's going to show a bit more detail, because he knows what these automatic transmissions do, and I think they're just basically magic, which isn't helpful. But yeah, having someone else to work on the car, this is a novelty I could definitely get used to. So this is some of the transmission fluid that's come out, and yeah, that's not looking delightful. These are one of those cars that has a sealed for life transmission, which basically means sealed for warranty, really. So I think this is going to be well worth doing, because that should really be a nice red colour, and mostly it's brown. As much as I like brown, that's not the colour I want my transmission fluid to be. There we go, the pan is off. We are into the underside, and new experience for me. I'm not used to looking inside an automatic gearbox. That bit is the magic controller and the rest is magic. I think that's right. What on earth is that, and why has it got truck lights? I wish this could zoom. Holden Sunbird. Very intriguing car. But we are out in the Badgertronics Daily Golf VR6 Mark III. It's got the best headliner I've ever seen. It's amazing. And the rear window held up with gaffer tape. Full hub nut approval given. But yeah, we're off to Super Cheap Autos to get all the bits we need to make Betty healthy again. Here in Rangiora. Right, we have our filters, and that includes the gearbox filter, which as you can see looks rather better than the old one, I'd say. So definitely time to do that. And that kit comes with a new seal for the plug and for the sump, which is good because this one was leaking a bit. Hopefully it'll now be good. Now, the new filter is in place. But it's a good chance to have a good poke around at Betty's underside, and it all looks reassuringly solid, which is good. This is the colour the transmission fluid should be. It's a nice red colour, using the Transmax TQ95. It even says what it's for. So it's Falcon and Fairlane. It doesn't mention the Fairmont, but we're going to assume we're alright there. Here's the new oil filter to go on. Look at the size of that. Huge. Well, you'll have to excuse the horrendous strimmer noise, but here is the Morris Minor project. Fairly comprehensive. Now, what year do I think it is? It's got the old style wipers and the push switches. So 59?
58.
Oh, 58. I was close. Yeah, considerable work being done here. You can see the lever arm dampers. It's slightly lacking an engine. Oh, there it is. They really do look tiny once you take them to pieces, don't they?
So you spread them out over a bench.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at the dinky little pistons. So 58 would make it 948cc originally. Yeah, still much to do for getting there. There are other Badgertronics projects too, so to find out more about these, you really do need to head to the Badgertronics channel. I haven't done much today, apart from make tea, so at least I'm trying to make myself useful. We have partaken in a sticker swap ceremony, so all is good, and we're now at the stage we've got fresh oil in the transmission, fresh oil in the engine, so we should be able to start her up. Where's the oil pressure switch? I just want to keep an eye on that. There we go. Oh, try again. Yep, that's gone out. Okay, yep. All good.
foot on the brake and go through the gears a couple of times.
Oh, we got a plug off, haven't we?
Oh, we do too.
That's because we were looking at the spark plugs earlier and we took a lead off. I was just thinking that sounded a cylinder short. Should we try again? Hey, that sounds better. Right, so foot on the brake. Plonk her into drive. I'll lock her in first of all. I can hear the drive being taken up. I shall ease off the brake. Yep, we are away. That seems good. Yeah, it looks like we've got a leak from the nose seal on the diff. It's been chucking oil all over the place, so we're just going to check the level on that. We're not going to try and replace the seal today, but it's definitely going to have to be something on the to-do list for someone. I must also say thanks to Nick, who washed Betty yesterday. Look, clean. He did the wheels and everything, and even put tyre dressing on. Unfortunately, it shows you just how knackered these wheels are. They looked better when they were covered in dirt, but nonetheless, she's looking nice and shiny. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that. So thanks, Nick. We are planning to try and buff the paint up when I get to Wellington, because it's very flat in places. And quite while we're doing all this, I don't know, maybe it's worth it, maybe it isn't. It's just nice to make cars better, isn't it, really? At least that's what I think. Is it bigger than that?
It's bigger than an inch, but smaller than 32 mil.
Annoying, but yeah, we'll get that rear diff oil level checked. And yeah, I think we're approaching test drive status. There we go. Branding is complete. Stickers are in place. Oh dear. Looks like quite a bit's going in there.
Probably half a litres over.
Ooh. Oh, there we go. We found our limit. Half a litre down. So that definitely needs keeping an eye on. Not only is the oil icky that came out of transmission, it's also a bit short. That's 3 litre mark there, I think, and we were expecting more like 4. I think we got 3.75 back in, so it was definitely a little on the low side, and will hopefully therefore be better now. Hopefully that will have got rid of the slight loss of drive issue when cold. So now we've run it through the gears, it's actually taking even more fluid.
Oh, that's bang on perfect. Just bang on 4 litres, we're starting to run back out again.
Beautiful.
Starting to get worried then, that one.
Yeah.
Some more.
Now the problem with a change like this is you're not changing all of the fluid because the torque converter is still full of the horrible nasty old fluid. So I mean, in an ideal world you'd probably do this again after a certain amount of kilometres, but it's certainly going to be an improvement, that's for sure. Now this is proving quite the visit. Not only are we doing an engine service, which I wasn't expecting to do, we're going to improve the headlamps, because you can see this one is fairly clear but might benefit from a bit of a buff, and this one is practically the same colour as the masking tape, which is less than ideal. So we're just going to tape off the bodywork to protect it, and then we've got some buffing technology, and this Maguire's Plastex removes cloudiness, yellowing, oxidation and fine scratches, so should be absolutely what this car needs. I mean, would you mind if I got someone to do all the jobs on my cars? Because this is so much easier. My hands are so much cleaner. Not entirely clean because I can't help touching stuff, but still. I'd look better already. Now there's some nasty chips from stones by the look of it. We're not going to get those out, not with just a bit of compound.
It feels pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
One more go and we should be.
So if it's got really bad, this is never going to really do the job. My Honda SMX a few years ago had much worse degradation of the plastic, and I had to use sanding discs as part of an auto glim headlamp restoration kit to really take the top layer of plastic off completely, and yeah, that wasn't ideal. What you should do once you've got them restored is apply something to protect them from the UV, and of course this is New Zealand. The UV here is on a different level. There we go, after just a few minutes buffing. I mean, the actual surface finish is still terrible. It would need a proper cut back with sanding discs, but it's certainly got rid of the yellow and means this side looks much more like this side. So you're looking good, Betty. That's a fairly iffy spark plug. Good job, but we're putting a fresh set in then, really.
They're not tight.
Oh, apparently they're not tight, so definitely glad we're doing this. I'm hoping this will help with the cold starting, which is, it hasn't been brilliant. Rarely starts first turn of the key. But usually, in fact, every time she starts on the second. But there we go, hopefully with new plugs, she'll run better than ever. Well, just going out on the test drive. What really upsets this car is sharp manoeuvres when the transmission's cold. So it's not cold, it's not the first run of the day, but there's all the gears. But the transmission is certainly working all right, so although frankly it doesn't feel very different to drive at all, it will hopefully be better nonetheless for all this work. It does look like I've got a bit of a leak going on here, which might explain why the coolant level does drop just a touch. So there we go, we've got, I say we, I haven't done anything, but Betty has had a bit of a service, fresh transmission fluid. She's running in much better order generally. I mean, to be honest, to drive, not much difference, but it's the sort of work you do knowing you want the car to survive. Regardless of how long you're going to keep the car, this is the way I do things anyway. So yeah, very pleasing to have all this work done. So I must say thank you very much to Badgertronics. Do check out his channel, lots of interesting stuff there. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in a future video with further adventures of this marvellous motor car. Farewell.